Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. In this video, I'm going to be showing off to you guys this brand new pulse rifle, courtesy of the Garden of Salvation raid. This pulse rifle is the Sacred Provenance, and it is literally the king of pulse rifles in Destiny 2. TV, I hate pulse rifles. They're data rifles, and they don't belong in the game, and anybody who uses one is a dad, and I hate them. Cool. This is the Sacred Provenance. It looks amazing. Look at the aesthetic on this thing. It looks beautiful. I mean, I remember when the first pictures of the, what ended up being the Vex offensive gear, the first pictures of that surfaced on the internet, and people were livid. That they were like, oh, it's just reskinned stuff for the raid, and we're just getting reskinned raid crap again. And I was like, guys, that's not the raid stuff. Look at that, by the way. Chromatic Fire. Triple. Chromatic Fire pairs really well with this thing, by the way. Anyways, neither here nor there. And I was like, y'all, that is not the raid stuff. The raid stuff has a specific aesthetic that matches the environment it's in, blah, blah, blah. And sure enough, we got brand new raid stuff, not reskinned, just a fresh aesthetic, and it looks fantastic. All this raid stuff looks so good. And anyways, the Sacred Provenance, what is it that makes it so good? Well, it is an aggressive frame. So, first and foremost, this thing is a 4-burst rifle. And the thing that sets it apart, you're like, well, another blast furnace. Oh, blast furnace is already in the game. We don't need another good one of these. Well, this is what makes this thing unique. It can roll rapid hit, and mine sure did. Mine rolled rapid hit. It rolled high caliber rounds, which is nice on a pulse, obviously, to flinch the other guy. It rolled a stability masterwork. This thing is the cat's freaking pajamas. And corkscrew rifling, it got excellent recoil control and rapid hit. Basically, once you hit a couple of headshots, which you should do with a pulse rifle, right? You take a burst. A couple of these things are going to hit. What you're going to get is greatly increased stability and reload speed. So it's like Outlaw and Zen Moment. Think about that. It's having a pulse rifle that has Outlaw and Zen Moment in a single perk, right? That's incredible. It's unprecedented in the pulse rifle department. This thing is an absolute mother freaking laser beam, and I'm in love with it. So, yes. Should you raid? Now more than ever, yes. Absolutely, yes. Now more than ever. The raid weapons in the Garden of Salvation are next to none. I mean, no other raid has brought us, in Destiny 2, as many phenomenal weapons as this raid has. Crown of Sorrow, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I like the raid. That thing's got junk loot. Tarba, terrible. This is an awful gun. It's a terrible gun. And it's an exotic. I get people who are like, Gowran's right hand is the best, God's gift to ARs. Like, I never see them. In fact, I've used mine a handful of times. Like, this thing's not good. I mean, sure, you can do well with it, but as far as ARs go, there's like 10 I would take before this one. Like 10. That raid has junk loot, in my opinion. It's not a bad raid, but the loot, there's no reason for me to go back in there. And the only reason people were going back in, really, to farm for something was a 1-2 punch shotty. But you can get that. You could get that in Gambit Prime. You could get that in Reckoning. And now, you can get a 1-2 punch shotty straight from this raid. You can get a 1-2 punch shotty from Eris Morn. Like, there's no reason, So, this raid, different story. The shotgun is... the stats on that thing are nasty, straight nasty. This pulse rifle, I'm gonna say it, best pulse rifle in the game. With rapid hit, this is the best pulse rifle in Destiny 2. I said it, and I stand by it, as of right now at least, and until something else comes along. And I'm talking for PvP specifically, by the way. And the AR in this raid, the sort of Atheon's epilogue remake, so to speak, with the drum magazine on the bottom, that thing is sick. I freaking love it. The new sniper rifle, have you seen that thing? You seen the zoom value on that scope? That thing is straight fire. You can get a snapshot on that baby. And yeah, you can get high impact reserves on that sniper. That's a sniper rifle that you can get glass half full on, where when you start out a Crucible match with 2 rounds in the magazine, they do extra damage. That's right, extra damage. That's crazy on a sniper. I mean, guys, trust me. Get in this raid. Do some LFG. Watch a couple of... get a group together. You can use LFG and say, hey, watch this breakdown of the first encounter. We're going to clear the first encounter. That is literally easy loot. You get a team of 6 together on LFG and just say, we're just going to clear the first encounter. And you get through that and you get a loot drop. And you guys are like, that was pretty easy. You know, now that we have this down, do you guys just want to switch to our, another character and bang through it again? And then by that time, you get to your 3rd character, you're probably going to do it on your first try. It's not a difficult encounter, really. And then you got 3 loot drops from the raid already. And then, you could be like, my dudes, it was nice meeting you. And we made short work of this encounter tonight. We got some cool loot out of it. I'm looking forward to playing with it. Do you guys want to, maybe watch a breakdown on the next encounter and group up again on Thursday and give this a shot? And everyone's like, yo, we can do that. There you go. You're starting to get some raid loot in your loot pool. I know some people are a little bit hesitant about the social aspect of Destiny. And I know that we as gamers can sometimes be a little bit of shut-ins. And sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's that we get home and we're like, I've been talking to people all day. I don't feel like talking to people. It doesn't necessarily have to be a daily part of your routine. But I would suggest that you try and get a raid going with some folks. And get some of this loot, because you won't regret it. This loot is friggin' great. And the armor looks great as well. So, and if you want to get your hands on the Divinity as well, hey, you're going to have to do some raiding for that as well. But this pulse rifle, guys, this pulse rifle is bananas. Best pulse rifle in the game. It's an absolute laser beam. It is a pulse rifle that fires on console like the most stable of weapons fire on PC. Like, it feels like you took a PC weapon and you were shooting it on console. Now, I've used this gun both on PC and console. I've logged oh gosh, I don't even, do I want to admit this? I've logged 50 hours on PC this week, and console time as well. So I've had the wonderful experience of playing with these weapons in both environments a lot by now. I mean, a lot. And I gotta say, they're phenomenal weapons. So I encourage you to get into the raid. Let me know what kind of loot you're getting. Let me know if you're interested. I also have the raid bow. If you want me to do a breakdown of that or a review of that, I'd be happy to do that as well. I know that bows aren't super popular, but there is a sort of cult following that appreciates bows in this game, and I've had some requests to put a review of that bow up, because it was in a previous video of mine. It was in the AR video, because I was using the AR in conjunction with the bow, so I can show that off as well. But hopefully you enjoyed the video and the gameplay. I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, I live stream on Facebook Gaming, fb.gg/thetruevanguard. If you ever want to come by and say hi, you're more than welcome to do so. I've also had people asking about Patreon before. I don't do Patreon. But if you do want to support me and my family, hitting the support button on Facebook is a great way. It's cheap. It's only $5, just like a Twitch subscription. You get stickers and access to our supporter-only group on Facebook. You can share your clips, your streams, chat, LFG, whatever you want to do there is fair game. And also, Facebook doesn't take any of that money, so you're not throwing money at Facebook. Zuckerberg, take my cash. No, it all comes to me, unlike Twitch. Twitch takes a cut of sub revenue. Facebook doesn't touch my sub revenue, my support revenue. So if you want to support me, that's a fantastic way of doing it. It comes all to me and my family. So throw that out there as well. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll try and cut this a little bit. I want to honor your time. I love you guys so much. Be warm and well fed, and hope to catch you in the Crucible. Bye-bye.